They are already yours. You might be wondering how. You are like, I can't see them in 3D reality. How can they be mine? Well, they are, and I will show you how. Even if you don't see them now, that doesn't mean that you will lose them forever. People return. They always come back to your life, and they appear at the moments when you least expect them. I have seen people who were in no contact at all return in 7 days. They do show up. They return, and I will teach you how. I am sure you probably had some success stories that attracted you to my channel, and I will make sure that these successes become a daily thing for you. In order to make it happen, I advise you to do one little thing, and that is to become aware of what you are imagining throughout the day. Now, you might wonder what imagination is, and among you, there would be some who would say that I am imagining, but still nothing is happening. Well, imagination has been misunderstood by many people. They think that imagination is visualizing, but it is not actually just visualizing. Imagination is broader. Visualization is just a part of imagination. The thoughts you engage in, the mental pictures in your mind's eye, your self-talk, your beliefs, and your assumptions are all parts of imagination. Now, during the day, you might talk to yourself, and when planning your day, you might start thinking about the tasks you want to accomplish today. You also might get these short visual scenes in your mind's eye when you are just sitting. In all these cases, you are just imagining. Many people imagine, unconsciously, that many people conduct these activities based on the old programming. That's why, even if you are visualizing for 10 minutes a day and for the rest of the day you are unconsciously imagining the opposite, you are not going anywhere. It is like accelerating the car and moving it forward, then again reversing it and moving it backwards. By doing so, you reach the point of starting. That is why it is essential to become conscious. It is essential to become aware of every activity that you perform throughout the day. It is essential to become aware of your body, and by doing so, you will start becoming aware of your mental activity too. In my opinion, a person who is a master at manifesting is a person who is very conscious, as manifestation is all about imagining consciously. It is about choosing the thoughts and feelings that benefit us. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, your specific person is already yours. They are yours when you imagine them as yours. They are yours when you conduct your inner conversations to the point of having them. You can see them and visit them in your imagination. They are not far from you, they are here only. When you imagine and your dominant assumptions change, then only reality reflects them back to you. And then only they appear in your 3D reality. The dominant assumptions matter, or, if I say so, what you dominantly imagine matters. You might imagine that a specific person is in love with you and wants you. But, during the day, if you unconsciously start thinking and imagining them as someone who is ignoring you and doesn't want you, then you are doing it incorrectly. If your mind is saturated with doubts about them not coming back, then you are also doing it incorrectly. If you think that nothing will change and every effort of yours will fail, then you are also stopping it from happening in your reality. A single act of visualizing having them 1 or 2 times during the day won't overpower your dominant imagination. That's why I advise you to imagine lovely things. It is not like you are not imagining anything. When you are thinking that nothing will work out in your favor or that they will not be interested in you, you are also imagining, but in the wrong direction. You imagine based on your beliefs and assumptions, and that is why it is highly important to become conscious of what you are doing internally. The whole idea is to change the way you perceive yourself, your situation, and your specific person. If you make them an idol and put them on a pedestal, you will make them the star of your movie, and you will act like a fan. Your actions and your thoughts will be the same as those of a fan. By doing so, you imagine in the wrong direction, and when you imagine in the wrong direction, you get what you imagine. As you imagine, it shows up. Even Neville Goddard, in his lectures, said, "The great secret is a controlled imagination and a well-sustained attention, firmly and repeatedly focused on the object to be accomplished." Your reactions, whether positive or negative, are creative of future circumstances. In your imagination, you can hear words congratulating you on getting a wonderful new job. That imaginal act now goes forward, and you will encounter this pleasant experience in the future. There is nothing more important than developing your imagination to transform your life from the inside world of your thoughts and feelings to the outside world of your results and manifestations. That is why I urge you to become a master of your imagination. Control your imagination. It includes controlling your inner conversations, your thoughts, your mental pictures, your actions, and even your emotions. Become a master by deliberately controlling your imagination, by moving your attention from the undesirable states to the desirable ones. Even if you say, "I give up, and I will not imagine, I will not manifest," then you are also imagining something. It might not be favorable to you, but you are doing it. You are always imagining something, even if you make a specific person a villain of your story. You are still imagining them and viewing them as villains. And to you, they will appear the same in your external world. Do something different. Change your imagination. and imagine something different. Whatever the situation is, just change your perspective, and your world will change. Change the way you perceive your reality, yourself, and your specific person, and everything changes. Now, if you are having some conflicts with a specific person, then I advise you to do this simple activity. Take a sheet of paper and divide it into 3 parts. In the first part, write your name. In the second part, write your person's name. And in the third part, write the situation. If you are looking for a relationship with this person, then just relax and close your eyes. Then imagine a scenario where you are already in a relationship with them. This is a personal thing. Your imagination should be the one that is normal and natural for you. So, imagine that scene, enjoy the scene, and take some time. After doing it, open your eyes, and now take that paper. Based on your imagined scene, start writing about the third part. In a few lines, explain what kind of relationship you have with your specific person. Let's say your imagined act was about celebrating your anniversary with a specific person. So, you will write, "We are in a happy, loving relationship. We are the power couple, and everyone thinks that we are made for each other." Now start writing on the second part of the paper. Write what your specific person feels about you, what kind of behavior they have, and what they believe about you. For example, Sarah is madly in love with me. She respects me, supports me, and is loyal to me. Sarah believes that I am her Prince Charming. She believes that I am the best she can have. Now start writing on the third part of the paper. Write how you view yourself and how you feel about this relationship. For example, I am highly important and wanted. I feel secure and confident. I am adored. I think you are getting my point. These 3 parts can also become your affirmations. And when you deliberately move your attention to the state where you have your specific person, then you are doing what is required of you. When you dominantly start thinking that you are already in a relationship with your specific person, then the secret will reveal itself to you. You will realize that imagination is a very powerful thing, and it actually creates your reality. It makes your desire a present fact. It changes your world entirely. Recently, like a month ago, I was with one of my friends driving late at night, passing a specific street where one of my friends that I met in 2019 used to live. She was from a different state and came for a job, but she left the place in 2020 due to the pandemic. She didn't meet me for 4 years. We hardly talked. So, while passing that street, I was telling my friend about her. And in my mind, I was thinking about the time we spent together and the good memories. Out of the blue, she called me the next day and asked me for some help, and 2 weeks later, she came back to my city to do some courses. Last Sunday, I even met her, and it happened within a month of imagining it randomly. It worked because I had no attachment. I was not thinking against my imagination. So, do yourself a favor. Become conscious of what you are doing at each moment. Become conscious of what you are eating. And stop scrolling social media while having food. Just be in the moment. Just do one thing at a time. And by doing it, you will start becoming more aware of yourself and your surroundings. And then it will become a lot easier to catch yourself when thinking against your desire. Also, whatever desire you have, it is not greater than you. You are greater than the desire. It is just a part of you. And therefore, it is highly important to feel love for yourself first. It is highly important to know that you are enough. And to make it happen, I have created a video that is just a short affirmation tape that will program your mind. You can find it by clicking on the first video at the end of the screen.